Hi all, welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix, the one race of the year I absolutely dread, mainly because I cannot drive the circuit to save my life. Doesn't matter what difficulty, doesn't matter what setup I use, doesn't matter what I'm doing, I genuinely cannot drive this circuit to save my life. So this is most likely going to either be a short race or we survive to the end and somehow pull it off. But we'll see what happens, folks. You're welcome to smash likes. Always sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Legend. All links are down below for both the channel and social media links as always. If you want to catch up the series so far, how we've been doing in the career, then you're welcome to check that out as well. Obviously Catalonia was last time out. Monaco here. I am dreading this. Like, anyone that knows me knows I cannot drive Monaco at all. Like, people can do this track thing like 1.7, 1.8. Like, I think 1.7's like the best in the world. I'm like I think this car will probably do like 1.17, 1.18, I think, or it will be me that will be doing it. Like, I think realistically, I think if I was full capacity, I think I'm like a 1.13, I think 1.13, 1.14, I think. Could be wrong, but I genuinely cannot do this track to save my life. Whether it be the hairpin or Portier or wherever else on the track, like, I genuinely cannot do this to save my life. The only time I feel like I have a saving grace on the entire circuit is the start-finish line. That's about it. That is legitimately it. But as you can see, we're starting to make good progress across the board. Like, usually when I have had retirements in the past, it's usually been like Casino Square. It's usually where retirements have occurred, so we will see what happens, obviously. But for us, we're looking at tweaking up. We're looking to spend a bit of money, get the money flowing in, because we kind of want to spend a bit of money and improve elements like the chassis and try and give a bit of improvement to Korea. I feel Korea deserves some attention, get them boosted up a little bit, and I think that will kind of tide us over a little bit. We might look into the perks as well, maybe not necessarily during this race, but I want to at least improve across the board. I feel like if you can implement everything like as much as you can, because money, like, the thing is, money can sit there and you're missing out on opportunities to kind of improve the cars where possible. And if you can get in like a big bunch of improvements, maybe say at the same time, it can sometimes just give you a nice good boost. Now for this race, we're getting new gearbox and a fresh fresh change of components across the board, so like MGU, H and K and turbocharger and all that's getting like brand new. So it's going to be a brand new car going out there to Monaco, which is probably the worst move at the same time, because we potentially are on a circuit where it is very easy to wreck your car, and you don't want to damage the gearbox, you don't want to damage the engine, don't want to damage anything. So see what happens. So we've got all our usual activities and upgrades and all that good stuff to get flowing. But at the moment, for me as well, I feel quite nervous about what to be prepared ahead for. I want to be, for me, as long as I just don't want to finish last. That's pretty much all I'm hoping for. That is pretty much all I expect and all I'm hoping for. And as long as I finish, that's kind of really it as well. But you know, everything looks generally sound. So let's get into the race, folks. And as you get the message as well, replace gearbox. So that tells you can do it without a penalty charge. So as we get set into everything though, all the upgrades, good news across the board for development, which is a big difference really, because we kind of need Upgrades to kind of kick in, obviously. We're 15-13 rivalry. I expect that to potentially go in Perez's favour here over the weekend. Unless Perez has a disaster across the weekend. But for us, like, we just got to take our time really, that's all we have to do. Hope and pray things click just a little bit. As I said, the weather's going to be sunny all race weekend anyway. So for us, we basically need to rely on a safety car situation. Like, I don't expect to make beyond Q1. Like, I know that for a fact. Like, it doesn't matter what I do. So yeah, yeah. Q1. If we even break into Q2, I will be impressed. I don't expect to. If I'm stone dead last for qualifying, I will not be surprised either. But we will give it our best shot. But I will probably just try and do one lap if I can squeeze. If I do squeeze a second, and then fair enough. But I expect just one lap will probably do me, and we just take what we get. But I am absolutely, you can see just how slow I am round the hairpin. It's like, in my positioning, I think it's absolutely dire. Like, never mind, I suppose it could be a lot worse. Oh, see? Gee, just absolutely massacring every corner. Doesn't matter, like, doesn't matter what he does, it's like, gee, what are you gonna do? Yeah, let's just get to start finish line and just put ourselves out of our misery. But yeah, you know it's bad when you don't see yourself there because you're stone dead last. Carrera nearly made Q2. That was actually unlucky of him. Fair play, actually. That would have been well deserved actually for him, because we ain't gonna get close. So let's get into race day. Obviously after Claire's interview, just breeze through that. Obviously, because we're not. It's just me. I can't do the track. Honestly, I've not adjusted the difficulty or anything, I've just kept how we've been sticking at the moment, and it's just not, like, I'm not going to be competitive. This is like, we knew before like the whole season started, it was like a case of where would the team perform well and not perform well, and I knew right away it was Catalonia and Monaco was going to be my bad stint, and it would be like after here when it would be like Azerbaijan, Canada, they would be a good period. And as you can see, +1 for me, +2 for Perez, puts the score to 16-15, so we're not too bad. I suppose if we can finish the race weekend, it might help us a little bit. Both obviously 6 for team acclaim and for individual acclaim, sorry, and then 8 for team. But Monaco is some circuit. If you've never been to it, folks, it's actually like just when you walk around it and explore like the marina and like Casino Square and the hairpin and all that, like everywhere, just when you go wander. But looks like a warm day, but it's 20, I'm sure it's 20 laps we get, so it's going to be a lot of work. But I am just not prepared for this. Let's see what we can do though. So get your predictions in early, folks. Where do you kind of think I'll be finishing? Because I know where I'll be finishing. Bottom of the pile.
How do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the rundown into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Max Verstappen, and Albon, Perez, Ricciardo, Stroll, and Carlos Sainz, Ocon, Grosjean, Lando Norris, and Kvyat, Gasly, Magnussen, Juan Manuel Correa, and Kimi Raikkonen, Russell, Giovinazzi, Latifi, and Graham. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So we've got ourselves all set up, some softs and then mediums. Doesn't really matter what we can have implement. I could even have probably really lowered the fuel if I wanted to and probably just go on a lean setup, but stick to what we are for normal. For fuel load, just take the chance for there. As I said, I don't expect anything. I would even have went mediums for forever and then just go in the softs, but I suppose we will just take what we have for usual, get our head down and see how the race progresses from there. So 5 red lights for the Monaco Grand Prix and we're off. Not the worst of starts, I'll actually be honest. That was not. Oh, jeez, dude, some overtaking. Oh my word, jeez, get some overtaking. Can we get away from career? That would be actually a bonus. Using. Oh, bit of competitiveness already. Jeez, oh gee. And that'll be about me for the rest of this race. Right, come down to hairpin. That was a bit nervy, but I suppose we've done alright there. Like, we could have been a lot worse. Thing is, we could bump the car quite a lot throughout the race. I'm prepared for that though, so I suppose for a first lap not too bad, but at the moment for first lap to get 5 places, it's could have been a lot worse. And through to start finish line for lap 2, not too bad. At the moment, just dodging ourselves away. Like, for me, it's just a case of just trying to keep myself out of danger, like no silly mistakes, and hopefully, like, the problem is I'll probably take bumps and scrapes as the race goes on. I'm fully aware of that. Like, I'll take bumps at probably 40 and maybe the. I'm trying to think where else I'd maybe take a bump at. I think where else I'd take bumps and scrapes at. Probably through like this section here. Through like this, like through the like Nouvelle. So like Nouvelle, I'll probably take a few bumps. I might take the odd bump here as well. But at Raskas, but we'll see what happens. We're just going to take our time and it's just a case of doing nothing silly and just kind of, like, for me, I think this is just going to be one of those races where I'm just going to, the focus levels are going to be a lot higher than usual. Like, I'm not going to catch anyone. The only way I'm going to catch anyone is through a safety car routine, and I'm just now going to be playing like the defensive and keeping the cars behind me, so I'll just let the game do the work for me. I'll be focused for the next little while. Might talk again when it comes to maybe like a pit stop, and maybe if any significant moments arise. Right, so coming in to start at lap 7, we might have a chance at a couple overtakes here. No. It wouldn't matter anyway, even if we could take them, because we'd be going in the pits next lap anyway. But I'm not going to be doing anything silly. I'm just going to let signs just go away. I'm not going to pressure them. I'm not going to try and attack them, because fundamentally I know I don't have the pace And even if I did, what's the point overtaking him, because by the time I come out of the pits he's going to be miles away. So I can try and keep up with him a little bit and just keep like Career off my back a little bit more. But yeah, this is one race where I'm just going to accept it and just kind of dodge away. It's just like, partly yes, I'm kind of hoping a safety car situation arises, but I genuinely don't see it happening at the same time. But Monaco definitely, like, all you need is one person, like Correa or whoever behind me, to suddenly try and come for me, make a muck up of it, and there's like a massacre behind me. So we'll see what happens. So we're getting into the pits. Like, I don't usually pay attention, like, for obviously time for like how long we're in the pits. So I'm going to, thought I'd show it. Let's just see what we get. Like, what's our? We are 2.7, which is pretty slow, because I know usually people go on about like the magic like 2 seconds, and if you're 1.9, 2 seconds. So 2.7 is a little bit slow, but we'll just get on with it and just keep the head down and get through the laps and try and see if we can, anything magical happen. So we're coming into lap number 19, and somehow we have still yet to be lapped by anybody. I'm quite impressed by that actually, if I'm honest, but miles away from Gasly and all that. But Raikkonen, we've managed to keep him at bay. We've got blue screens, so blue flag, low play factor, I'm suspecting, where it affects us enough to kind of be overtaken by Hamilton before the end of this lap is a different matter. But if we can get, I don't quite know where he is, that's the only thing. Like, I'm a bit confused, I'm assuming they're close. But I don't know how close, that's the problem. Like, I don't want to look behind because this is the type of circuit you don't really get enough time. This is probably when I should have done it, but I'm not taking chances. I just want to get round the track in one piece. Oh, could have got done for corner cutting there, but no matter. Oh, we've scuffed it. We've scuffed the paintwork. But Raikkonen's trying to push for us. Oh, we got battle in there. Taking about 10 laps for the last battle. Right, so Lewis Hamilton wins. We didn't get laps, so we just had enough time to save our bacon. But interestingly, Raikkonen and Carrera are starting to fall way behind. Is this because of Hamilton, or like they've been lapped basically, so they've had to obviously slow down? Now kind of like Hamilton will just obviously be cruising. Like, I'm guessing Hamilton is the blue dot, I'm assuming, on the minimap, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So if we'd been any slower, we might have been lapped and we could have had a situation where we ended up being behind Raikkonen and Carrera potentially. But I'll take P17 in the end. It's not the worst, and we're taking bumps and bruises all over the car. Look at it, the front is mangled near enough for the probably a fair deduction on damage, but that's to be expected, I'm afraid, round here. If you can get keeping the car in one piece was never going to be easy in the first place for us. So we come round, folks, to the start finish line of the Monaco Grand Prix. As I said, one race to forget. Wasn't the most exciting for us, but that was because we knew what to expect. P17 for us. Really? Did we get driver of the day for what? 5 overtakes on the first bend? And just playing a defensive. No matter. I think that's like our first driver of the day, I think. Took what, 7 races to do it, so not bad.
Tell me, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together
Yeah, so fair play, Mercedes on winning that one. Looked like a flawless drive from them, but from us it was never going to be competitive at all. I think the only chance we would have had was if we'd went on like easy or medium, but no matter.
Mercedes are on top form once again after
one day we might end up on the podium or even in the points for Monaco, but we'll need a car that's like a rocket and then has exceptional grip and cornering to go with it. Till that day, then good luck with that. So 1-2 for Mercedes with and Leclerc being from Monaco would have been, if he'd won that, his home Grand Prix would have been some feat. But
let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
I have to give it to Graham. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
Let's move on to the
I didn't really maximise any potential. Oh my.
From Racing Point this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order.
All I did was take 5 cars and just hold defensive film there.
But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back.
Yeah, even the race director was very quiet there, so safe to say for a Monaco Grand Prix this was very, very subdued. But no matter. Now, interesting, Perez is miles in front there, so that will play a factor in our tally. But we're done and dusted for another race, folks, so 2 and 4 for us there. So it's now 1918 for Perez, which is not ideal, so we're going to have to kind of work our socks off the next couple of races. Team Acclaim up a fair boost as well, but all in all, dust ourselves down, good money back in as well, so I'm not going to complain about that. But hopefully you enjoyed this, folks, so let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts of the race were. Smash like always, sub to channel if you're new, and I will catch you all later.